We've come to a conclusion, whether as an individual character or as an item. Nobody likes Emily Galindo. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. We asked the question, the big question, the important question. What was the best relationship in Mayans MC? Now, there was a few that we didn't get to put in this poll because YouTube restricts you to 4. Now, we were thinking maybe Cody and Creeper, but when you think about it, I'm not too sure that relationship was even real, because Cody was, like, just using him from the get-go. She was undercover, therefore, was it even real, Sal?
Did it even exist,
Did it even exist? I don't know if it did exist, but we give you 4 good options here, 4 relationships that did exist. Some ended in tragedy. Wait, they all ended in tragedy?
Aye, not one of them ended fucking good.
Who am I trying to kid? They all ended in tragedy. However, it was a close 3-way battle for the top spot, but what we can determine is that yeah, nobody likes Emily and Miguel. 3% of the vote.
About 60 people voted for them.
60 people too many, in my opinion.
Yep.
This relationship was fucking terrible, and I would argue it actually got worse the longer the show went on.
I'd say,
I think once it got past season 1, it was like, right, well, what's the point of this?
Easily the worst in the entire show. Easily.
I never really intrigued. Every time I seen scenes with Emily and Galindo, it was always like, I want to turn off Mayans. I was never intrigued. I was never wanting to see a scene.
Any time there's friction between them, they always ended up... I know you could say in the final season, oh, well, she masked it, and then she killed him, and then they pulled me back in, brother. No, I just... If he killed her in the season 3 finale, man, maybe it could have been the best. Who knows?
Fuck off, the best. It was pish. Wouldn't have been the best. Coming in at 3rd place with Easy and Gabby, 28%. I mean, good relationship. Didn't end too well. Felipe meddling in there, sending Gabby away, and then Easy literally sent Gabby away for good in season 4.
You're going to hell, Gabby.
So, yeah, no, I thought out of all the relationships, they probably had like the most rock-solid relationship while it lasted. It was a steady relationship at the time between 2 people that were 2 level-headed people that I think were good human beings, but Easy kind of, since season 3, did go down the dark path.
The most normal relationship going. That's pretty much what it was.
Yes, that's what it was, but you could argue that sometimes normal is boring. Moving into 2nd place with Angel and Adelita with 32% of the vote. Never really enjoyed this relationship. It kind of began in the opening episode, the premiere, where we find out that Angel, Coco, and Gilly are almost betraying the club. I say almost betraying the club. They kind of were. They were working with the rebels. Angel and Adelita have obviously got a thing going from the very get-go. And even though they do split up, they do get separated throughout the show, they end up back together in season 5, but we never really get to see them live happily, or never really get to see any family scenes where they're enjoying their time together. If anything, in season 5, we got to see more of Adelita and Felipe spending time than we did Angel, Adelita.
Yep, Angel was either doing club things or Adelita was doing cartel things behind Angel's back. It was a weird relationship, man. You never really got this gimmick of the. But I don't think Angel was in love with Adelita. I think it was, oh, you've given me the son. He's like Henry VIII marking out that he finally got a son. That's what Angel reminds me of.
You gave me Maverick.
Well, let's be real, right? If Niels doesn't have a miscarriage or whatever, do you think this relationship is dead? See if Adelita come back in season 5, or no, they end back into season 4 with a kid, but Niels is around with a kid. I think Angel's going to be like, I'm on back in, Adelita. I don't know, Angel's pretty weird. They probably would accept both of them living with him.
Angel having his 2 baby mamas on the side. And number 1 coming in 1st place, it's Coco and Hope. 37% of the vote. What's your thoughts on Coco and Hope? I personally thought the Coco character went downhill when he met Hope.
Hope killed him. I'm sorry, that's just the reality. For me,
there was no hope for Coco once he went down the drug.
Like, the actress, can block us on Twitter and say that, oh, Hope's the greatest character known to man, but everyone knows that Coco, I don't know what, I mean, it's not just Hope that killed him, it's the whole story arc of him stealing coke for the club, and then, like, even when they are, you could say, quote-unquote, turning towards, like, a normal couple, like, Easy and Gabby, normalisation, damn it. Like, he goes to Oakland and he gets killed. He's sitting there drinking a wee can of beer, man. He looks up at the sky and it's like, Terry. Uncle Terry's chocolate orange, buddy. Like, let's be real. Isaac and Hope had better fucking scenes than Coco and Hope for me. And that's weird.
Well, Isaac and Hope's not on this list, so...
I honestly, I'm flabbergasted. Big word, I know. That they're rated the highest.
Well, who'd you put? I actually had Easy and Gabby. That was my pick.
Yeah, I would put Easy and Gabby.
But anyway...
I actually felt they felt the most genuine. See those episodes where they gave like early in season 3 and then the scene where he gets shot and she carries him into the hospital? And then, like, the end when she leaves, and then he's distraught about it. He's like, oh, that's what broke the camel's back.
That's what basically broke Easy. See, think about it. How? See, because Felipe essentially ends the relationship between Gabby and Easy. And from that point onwards, how many conversations does Easy and Felipe have? Yeah. Because when you look at the first 3 seasons, Easy and Felipe were mega close.
Sophia makes Gabby look like Gemma Teller, man.
Yeah, definitely. And albeit season 3, Felipe was lying in his bed, feeling sorry for himself for like the first half.
Gabby was doing dishes with her headphones in.
But, I mean, I guess Gabby inadvertently got in the way of Felipe and Easy's relationship because ever since she got sent packing because of Felipe, Easy pretty much wanted nothing to do with him, and then it turns out Felipe wanted nothing to do with Easy. So, yeah. But overall, I did vote for Easy and Gabby, but you guys voted for Coco and Hope. I don't think Coco and Hope was a bad relationship. I just didn't like the way it ruined Coco. I think they could have gave that to somebody else.
But see, that's the thing. For me, it is almost on a level of Miguel and Emily because it ruined Coco. Miguel and Emily, the relationship didn't really ruin the characters. The characters, I just never liked Emily.
I think they could have gave Coco's story arc to someone else.
Yeah.
Easily. Why not give it to Gilly?
Yeah, give it to Gilly.
Creeper was doing nothing in season 3. Alright, maybe you can't give it to Hank since he's Sergeant at Arms. If he just goes missing, then it's going to be too obvious, but...
Yeah, but do they need to go missing, or can they just, like, steal a brick of coke and go up the Meth Mountain the odd time? I was never really a fan of the whole coke... I mean, remember that scene where he was on the couch and we thought he died?
Yeah. And then he got kicked out.
Wake up.
He got kicked out the club, but then season 4 he's back in.
Hey, get your bottom rocker, buddy.
Does it really work that way? Once you're out, you're not out?
Kinda, but Santa Padre's going to get wiped off face this earth, and Big Alvarez turned it around, so it's alright. And he was going to get his top rocker back after he returned from Oakland.
Alright, well, how'd that work out for him?
Not good.
Anyway, let's get into the comments, see what you guys thought. Bridget Connor said, none. All of these relationships sucked, but if they tasked with creating a super couple, it would easily have to be Angel and Gabby. Wait, what? All of these relationships sucked, but if tasked with creating a super couple, it would easily have to be Angel and why?
No idea why, but for me, it just hit me. The best relationship on this show was Dita and Felipe. Dum dum dum.
Piss off.
Off screen and Elgin James as well. That's runner up.
No,
I love you, OS.
Angel and Gabby, like super couple.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I mean, how would that work?
I think he means because
Angel would have wanted to fucking sleep on the first fucking date, and Gabby would be like, "No, we need to wait 6 months." It just wouldn't.
I think he means by the end because Angel's like the good brother. Not like Gallows or anything, but he's like the good brother by the end of the show.
Can you really be a good person if you're in the club, though? All joking aside, like, can you really be morally? Is there any such thing as the good brother? I mean, I know we can turn around and say, oh, Angel's kind and all this, but he was very trigger happy to fucking kill SOA members.
I don't know.
When you look at the time throughout the show, he always wanted war. Even when you look at the Civil War, he was like all for that.
No, but see with Angel, it just showed you, for me, Exhibit A, of how the writing sucked, because this is a guy, I mean, look what he did to Letty. Literally went over and like, God, do you want a McFlurry? And then banged her and then left. Like, after her dad just died, jobbed out nails, and then, like, in season 5, were we just supposed to forget about all the bad things that he did? I'm not saying the things he just did, like leaving nails and doing that to Letty, blah, 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 is like, killing people on that level, but let's not pretend that Angel's like the greatest guy known to man.
No, he's not a saint, that's what I'm saying. I don't see...
He's not like an Unser who's like got the right moral compass.
I would say Easy was a much nicer person than Angel in the first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
They talk about the dark side, but I thought Easy was a much more caring person than Angel was.
Yeah.
Just, unfortunately, Easy kind of...
Yeah, maybe having a kid does that to Angel, but for me, you can't forget about things like that.
Joe Foe said nothing will beat Tig and Phoenix Van Damme. LMAO. Laugh my ass off.
Banana split.
You know what? I fucking didn't. I hated that. I hated that relationship. I know Tig's a weird, fucked up character, but we just didn't need that. I'm sorry. You see Tig and he's going to Indian Hills. Anytime there was like women involved or a patchover party, fucking Tig was like Jerry the King Lawler. He was fucking loving life. But then at the end of the series, he's settling for someone with a dick. It didn't sit right with me.
Doesn't sit right with Tiggy. Well, it did sit right with Tiggy. I actually thought Venus Van Dam for the comedy elements was good.
Nah, I didn't like it. And then the whole story about her nephew, it was pish.
No, but the first episode she's introduced is funny.
That's what it is. Moving on. Ragnarok Mick said not romantic, but the only really healthy relationship on the whole show was Angel and his son. Pretty much all the romances were toxic as fuck. Was that the only healthy relationship on the entire show? I'm trying to think. Well, prove I'm wrong. Was there any healthy relationships between...
Not,
Because I would say Easy and Felipe in the first 2 seasons was healthy. Seemed good.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, it went downhill.
Alvarez and his wife, he seemed pretty good. They seemed pretty good.
Until he threw the pancake syrup in the bin and rode off to Oakland. I'm not too sure.
Alvarez and Diaz took a right.
Was there any healthy relationships in the show? Maybe not, to be fair. Probably not. Can't really... No, a lot of them are maybe Alvarez and Diaz.
That's what happens across TV shows. Most of the time, by the end, the relationships are out the window. And that's what happened here, so...
True, but yeah, you could say the same about Sons of Anarchy as well. I mean, a lot of the relationships turn sour in that.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of one relationship that didn't turn sour in SOA.
Even at one point.
Yeah, you think everyone that loved each other in SOA, there was always like one point in the show where some things turned nasty. Hell, even Chibs and Jax came to blow. Yeah. Blows.
Brother, I told you, damn it was Jackie boy.
Mr. Majestic said, didn't Easy shoot Gabby in the head?
Yes.
I mean, he did, but that doesn't necessarily mean their relationship was shit. If their relationship was really good, apart from that one moment, and then you look at Emily and Glinda's relationship that was toxic and shit, I mean, what one's better? I don't think that... Easy sacrificed Gabby to save his brother, but I don't think that means their relationship was crap.
No,
just because of the ending of it.
And let's be real, the relationship was already over. It's not like they were in a relationship at that point.
Yeah.
So
it's not like Easy killed Gabby because the relationship was bad or anything like that.
No, he killed her.
He killed her because if he didn't, then Angel was going away.
Yeah, if Easy kills Gabby at the end of season 3, it is way different than what.
Well, you're gonna leave me? No, you're not.
Good night.
That would have been a bit worse, but I think what he done. I'm not saying what he done was good because I think once he killed Gabby, there was no coming back for him. But I can almost see why he done it. BD Musician said Tig and Terry, they're the only ones that could choke each other almost to death and be out with it. That was kind of funny. See when we seen Tig come back, and I thought that was Terry done. See when he started choking him in the hospital bed.
Yeah, should have been, to be honest.
I thought he was taking Terry out.
Would have been better than what we got.
I thought that was Terry's last scene, but then it turns out. I mean, if he doesn't choke him out, then Terry doesn't betray his club. I feel like I have a rant on Terry because he just needs a rant. Khalid X Connect said, "How is Coco and Hope winning? They started a whole war that got people killed One of them was Easy's dad and almost Angel's kid. Yeah, they got a lot of people killed.
Ah well, though. We Coco.
I mean, did they really though? Did they really start the war with the Sons?
They're connected.
I mean, they were in a war with the Sons either way.
Yeah, I mean, I know they've got the tie to Isaac, but Isaac didn't even know about Coco. Like, he didn't even mention Coco, like episode 5 of season 4. No, episode 5 of season 5, he's like, where's Coco?
And plus, it's not like Isaac didn't take over just to get revenge on Coco.
Yeah, it was a Mayan thing. It was a Mayan problem, isn't
it? If anything, he was upset that Coco was dead. I think he wanted Coco to be alive.
Yeah.
Well, we did Coco. So, I don't think that... it's not like Isaac only returned with vengeance to join the Sons and take out the Mayans purely to get revenge on Coco and Hope. That's not what happened.
No.
X-Mank said they all sucked.
Yep.
Smoking Ace STM said, bro, all these suck, man. Thinking about this makes me think how awful Mayans sucked. Not a lot of people got much love here for any of these relationships.
Yeah, like no relationships that you're going to think about in like 10 years' time, is it? Like,
no. Pamela Wood said, every couple in the series was amazing, beautiful, and all the rest. But Coco and Hope, my God. And I wish they had killed Coco off, because that was one fine-looking man. I wanted to see more of him and Hope's dynamic between the show and the Sons of Anarchy. I need more.
Same.
I'm going to assume you mean that you wish they didn't kill Coco off, rather than saying you wish they had killed Coco, because they did kill him.
Yep, Coco was dead.
Every couple in the series was amazing, beautiful. I'm not too sure about that.
No, we're not too sure about that. And they want more Sons of Anarchy content.
Well,
yeah.
I can definitely agree with that. We want more Sons of Anarchy. East One DJ said, seeing so many people say Coco and Hopo. Coco and Hopo.
Oh. Hobo.
That was a Chucky there, wasn't it?
Coco Hobo Hobo.
Seeing so many people say Coco and Hope after she turned him into a crackhead is insane.
Yep.
Wasn't that Isaac?
That was he stayed around because she was there. If my memory serves me, it was no. I mean, let's be real. We can blame Isaac. We can blame Coco.
No, the whole reason he went there was to get the drugs. He was already fucking a crackhead.
Yeah, that's my point. Like,
I mean,
regardless of why he stayed and took more, I mean, you're your own person, man. He's a fucking MC member. He was a former military. He's as guilty as
if he wasn't looking for the gear, he would never have been in Meth Mountain. So I don't think you can blame.
Isaac turned up at the Santa Padre clubhouse and told this guy to steal fucking drugs for how weird is that Isaac actually was at the Santa Padre clubhouse.
Oh, what a fucking man. Like, could have just killed him then and there.
I know.
It's crazy though. You would never imagine that at that point when he turns up with Butterfly that in 2 seasons time he's going to be the antagonist and in charge of Sam Dino.
Nope.
Taking on Santa Padre, Mayans.
It's a shame they ruined it.
Mark R said, laugh my ass off. These are all horrible relationships. I guess I'll pick the lesser evil. You got Emily screaming half the time and getting drowned. Easy killing his girlfriend. Hope and Coco were crackheads. Adlita runs a child rebel gang while finding a big child in Angel.
Yep.
Which one of them is the lesser evil then?
The lesser evil.
Because he kind of buried all 4 of them.
I've no idea.
So I'd like to know which one's the lesser evil.
I think his point was there's no real lesser evil.
Although I just believe the Easy Gabby relationship was the best one. I think it was pure. I think they both loved each other. And you can say Easy killed her, but when he killed her, they weren't dating.
He was already in a relationship with Sophia.
Yeah, he was already in a relationship with Sophia. She'd left him, and he did that to save his brother. Now, that's not me justifying what he done, but he didn't. It's not like he killed her because of the relationship. He killed her because, if anything, he killed her because of the relationship he's got with his brother.
Like if Jax killed Wendy in season 5 with that injection, I mean, you couldn't say that was really the relationship because it's done. You know what I mean?
I think that's a bit different.
How is it?
Because you could argue he's doing that because of their relationship and her being the mother of his child. Take that back.
But
that's totally different. What Easy done to Gabby is no hard feelings. It's nothing personal. It's simply just to protect the angel.
Nah, but it's still pretty dark.
What Jax did to Wendy was just because she is the biological mother of Abel, and he wanted to basically
protecting Abel.
Well, you can look at it one way, like, but whatever.
He's protecting his family. Got to do it for the family.
Hydeman said, none of these will ever beat the relationship between Juice and Tilly.
Nah, great. Tully, mate.
What's that called?
Tilly.
Tilly.
Fucking Marilyn Manson, big man.
Nuka Ortiz said, you know the ball. Marlo Barra said, Tig and Phoenix. Punat said, have at it, quote by Giancarlos Juice Ortiz.
That wasn't the Tully, that was to, like, the Chinese train.
And Wayne Mack
you're
said...
Jackie Chan, buddy.
Wayne Mack said, haha, oh my god. Unplugged said, what about the relationship between Gilly and Paul, which took up unnecessary amount of screen time?
Were they bumming each other? I wasn't aware of this. Brother, CM Punk.
True, we could have had the Gilly and Ray thing on here. We could have had the Paul and Ray thing, but we didn't. I don't think that really needed to be on this, did it?
No.
The Gilly and Paul, just a wasted story.
We can say the relationship. You wouldn't have even got a fucking vibe that Gilly and Ray were in a relationship.
No.
If Punk didn't mention it, you wouldn't have thought fuck all.
Exactly. Onativo said Nestor e Justin Bieber. Again, that was never a relationship. They had a couple of scenes where the Crow Eaters or the Mayan Eaters, whatever you want to call them at the bar, were like, oh, you two should just get together. But they were never actually in a relationship. And then the one time it looked like they were going to do something on screen, he blows our brains out.
Yeah, we're not going to include this, man.
So I don't think that was an option.
Terry and Jasmine, that was a healthy relationship.
God.
Who is it? It's not fucking Anthony, that's for
Heavy
sure.
Metal Thunder 2326 said, I think Easy and Gabby had the best relationship, in my opinion, because they liked being together, enjoyed each other's company. This was when Easy was truly happy. If Sophia had just left Easy one day and never came back, I don't think Easy would even notice. Gabby leaving and going to Lodi, that hurt Easy. You could see the anger and frustration on Easy's face after Gabby told him she missed him. Miguel and Emily's was the worst because they both wanted to kill each other and Emily did. Emily married him because of Miguel's status in life. Money, power, handsome man, influence. She married a cartel boss and never thought to herself he's dangerous to other people, but that could include me as well. She realised that after she married him and eventually took his child how dangerous he could be. I wouldn't be surprised if she thought, in the beginning, I won't have to deal with this, my life is going to be perfect now, until it wasn't. Angel and Adelita's relationship was rocky to start with. She was more preoccupied with Soledad and the cartel, and she definitely unhinged and dangerous, and they were separate from each other most of the time.
Yep.
Coco and Hope, that relationship was doomed from the beginning. Coco was too unreliable and nearly died from a drug overdose while they were in a relationship. The club didn't know where he was half the time, and I just found it funny that Hope thought he was going to be there for her. The writers were going to be for the two lost souls came together to become one narrative, but neither one had gotten their life together to a point where we could see them be happy and together as a couple. Right, what's to unpack? Let's take it for each paragraph and each statement on the relationships, the respective relationships. Well, I agree. I definitely agree. I thought the Easy and Gabby relationship was the best. They did truly enjoy being in each other's company, and it didn't end really in a sour note. They didn't hate each other. No one wanted to kill each other. It was simply Felipe, I feel like, twisted and manipulated and just, I thought it was poor what Felipe done. I feel like he went behind Easy's back and stabbed him in the back, and it's like Easy's life could have been so different. He was planning on leaving with Sevilla. And I just don't understand it. Felipe talks about how Easy is this dark character, this dark person. Why the fuck did he ruin Easy's chance then to escape with Gabby and leave the club? That just didn't make any sense in my opinion. Easy could have left with Gabby at the end of season 3, could have left the club behind, and could have went on to have a happy life.
Yeah, but Felipe ruined that. It. When he talks about it, he always like, oh, it's the Reyes men. But he says it from a point, it's in the blood rather than here, I actually sabotaged it. Like, Easy could have left here with Gabby and it would have been. And see the quote about Sophia? See if she did leave, Easy wouldn't give a fuck. It's right. Yeah, and see truly, when you see Felipe, is that not him passing the buck? Just making it as if it's in the blood, it's in the genes? At the end of the day, does he not have to take, is he not the one that takes responsibility for being the father? I know.
Did he not do a shite job of raising his sons? If he believes that Easy truly is this horrible, dark person, is that not on him?
Yeah, of course it is, but he's just willing to gloss over that.
So I do agree with that. Easy and Gabby's relationship was the best. Emily and Miguel's, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how you look at Emily in the flashbacks. I don't see how she can be with Easy and she looks like a sort of like innocent high schooler, and then out of nowhere, I don't know how much time passed, but she ends up marrying the the drug lord, the cartel boss.
In college.
It's like, where did they fucking meet? Why did she think? Why did she think it would be? Is that confirmed?
Yeah, that's confirmed. I remember that.
Why did she think it'd be a good idea though to get with Miguel? And then years later, she's like regretting her decision, and she doesn't like the way Miguel does things. What was she expecting?
Yeah,
how fucking dumb can you be?
The cartel.
And then she has an issue with like some of the things that he does in like later seasons. It's like, well, what did you think was going to happen?
Yes.
Like, what did you think was going to happen?
But see, I think that's the problem though. Like with Kurt Sutter leaving and Elgin James coming in, because like the characters change and then things like this don't really add up. Now, maybe things were going to plan out a different way with Kurt Sutter at the helm, but we'll never know. It's just too many questions to ask at the end of the day.
Yeah, so...
Because you think of it, like, if you look at the first 2 seasons, right, Emily is, like, complicit with Miguel. Trying to, like, fit in, trying to, like, join in his wee task. Oh, I'm going to use Miguel to do this, like, wee agriculture park stuff. But then going into season 3, Dita's dead and Miguel's it's kind of just lost the will to live for a bit. And then decides to kill Emily. But what I would say is, I don't think Miguel actually wanted to kill Emily after season 3. I think he was willing for her just to,
Yeah, I think
house arrest.
He only really wanted to kill her because he blamed her for the death of his mum. He felt like she had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Which she kind of did, so,
She set it up.
Angel
and
Adelita's relationship, I just never liked it.
It never got going, man.
I never liked
Adelita. This whole, they were separated from me. Literally, I mean, the freer, and then I remember they killed those guys on the road, and then she's like, no, you need to put me back. And then they just drove off and left her.
Just killed 2 agents, then just left. What was the fucking whole point of that?
Oh, no, garbage.
Then remember they had to stop the car before it, like, ran off a cliff?
Yeah.
But then, as soon as they get her out, she's like, oh no, leave me. It's like, what was the fucking point? That was dumb. That was very dumb. Although, what I would argue is that was season 2, so you can't even blame.
Like, I know they were in a relationship, so to speak, but it was more...
Were they though? Because you never actually got to see them you never actually...
For me, it's more Angel's the father of Adelita's child, rather than they're in a relationship.
By the time they were actually settled down in season 5, I mean, they didn't show you much, so...
Nope.
And as for Coco and Hope, yeah, just 2 junkies, really, that got together.
Oh, they're not crew eaters, they're from Meth Mountain, fuck off. Know your role, jabroni. Honestly, man, ruined Coco, I can't believe it.
What's that going to do with crew eaters?
I don't know, just the way the actress tries to portray that Hope's this, great character and great person, even though she's a junkie. Oh, she's recovering, she got a 9 to 5. Round of applause, man.
Couldn't even pack the eggs. Anyway, that's it. SMTS said, couldn't have said it better myself. Ease and Gabby were my favourite. It was similar to Tara and Jax. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with the stance here on all 4 relationships. If I had to put them in order, I would say from best to worst, I would go with Easy Gabby. Then I'd go Coco Hope. Then I would go probably... I think I would maybe put Emily and Miguel in front of Angel and Adelita. I don't know, I just did not like Angel and Adelita. Didn't think they were good. I mean, look at Adelita when she's getting tortured and stuff, and Angel's banging fucking nails. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he didn't.
Let's not pretend like they were in love, or... I didn't see it. Oh, Angel's this really caring person. I didn't see that at all.
She's sitting in dog cages and he's fucking...
Like, say what you want. Like, Miguel did care about Emily.
Yeah.
If anything happened to Emily, like, he'd be getting revenge. JB said Taza and David. He killed his little brother. He sliced his throat. His baby brother bled out of my hands, I say.
We could actually do this, couldn't we? We could put up a wee poll about this.
What about it?
The best
gay relationship?
LGBT relationships on the show.
Name me one other one. Hope and Letty's pretty damn close. You ain't got any more. You just...
Tig and Phoenix, they could still be together.
Yeah. Anthony, what's your thoughts on him?
Anthony. User Anthony. What a guy. He's part of the Channel Hall of Fame, mate.
That's actually getting on my nerves.
How could Andrea Cervantes love Coco and Hope's relation?
That actually gets on my nerves, though.
Anthony?
Aye. Just commenting the same shite every time. I mean, I know you think it's great, like, but...
Maybe he thinks Anthony's the best relationship.
And last but not least, Andrea Cervantes said, love Coco and Hope's relationship. See, I don't think Coco and Hope's relationship was bad. I mean, it was toxic and bad, but I do feel like I feel like they actually did care about each other. I definitely feel like
they weren't hallucinating fucking dragons.
For me, give me Coco and Hope over Angel and Adelita.
Give me Taza and David over fucking half.
Plus, I think Coco and Hope, you could actually argue they just like they were kind of decent people and they just got lost or took the wrong paths in life. Adelita's a cunt, child soldier mercenary. I just don't see how people like Adelita.
No.
From the get-go, see when you start off, and you are using kids as like young as 6 and 7 to fight wars, and like you're just controlling these kids, like using these kids.
And someone tried to defend it the other day by saying, "Oh, but it's because their families have been hurt by the card." No, you don't fucking use 6.
No, what you do is, if that's the case, then you put them in adoption or something. You try and get them loving families to adopt them. You don't get them to fucking fight your little rebel war battles.
Push other kids off roofs and all that shit.
I mean, that child soldiers, I can't defend that. So, for me, Adley's probably going to come last in any poll.
If we disagreed with Jimmy doing it in Nuri, I'm going to disagree with...
Yeah, but no, at least Jimmy was using...
Teens?
Jimmy was using teens.
I was 15 at the time.
Look at the two kids, that boy and girl in season 1. They can't be any older than 8.
I know.
I don't even say they're 8.
Getting the blood cuts and all, man.
Anyway, guys, that's it. User voted for, I believe, what was first? Coco and Hope?
Aye. I'll tell you what was the worst. Sam Dino and the Sergeant Arm Patch was the worst relationship. We'll never know who Sam Dino's sergeant was.
I wonder who it was. Who do you think it was?
I don't know. I just don't understand, though, why they wouldn't, like, give someone the patch. Like, what? To me...
Did somebody have it and we just didn't notice?
No. That we didn't notice, mate. I spent a good 3 months breaking down fucking everything. For 5 years.
Well, let's talk about the Sam Dino members quickly. Did Joker have it on his part? No, he didn't.
No, Wood didn't.
Hoyser?
No.
What about the big guy, Brian?
It's fucking Travis.
Oh, Travis. Then I don't give a fuck. He looks like a Brian.
He had his fucking name right on it.
Yeah, did that guy not block us?
I think he did. No, he didn't. He's good.
No, did not say something about the show shite and he blocked.
I don't know. He might.
I think he did. Anyway, that's it, guys. Coco and Hope. They win. Emily and Miguel come last again.
No, we can say the show's shit and he can plot. He was in one scene. He was actually in one scene.
I know, he's getting butt hot over one scene. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. More Mayans content coming to the channel soon. Like and subscribe. Till next time.
Is there?
Peace.